Good morning, campers. How are we?
Oh,
morning.
good morning. I haven't been called that in a long time.
I was a girl guide back in the day.
Me too.
I was in the what's the brigade? Girls' brigade.
Brownies?
Oh,
No.
what the fuck
what's,
is it? What's
is that
girls?
a Perth thing?
That's a
No,
Perth
it's
thing.
totally a big thing. Girls' brigade is
Is it
probably
like
English.
brownies?
Kind of, yeah, basically. You have a
Okay.
sash, you get stuff pinned to it when you
Oh yeah.
finish certain tasks. I remember there being a
Yeah.
lot of food.
Okay. If it is any inclination of what I am as a person, I joined Girl Guides because a friend of mine in primary school did, and they camped out at Luna Park, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to do that." Joined. We never went on another fucking camp ever that was like fun. We went to I don't know, down the street because I live in rural out of the eastern suburbs, and the only badge I got on my sash was my technology badge.
Oh,
Because I made a GeoCities
Website.
website for the
GeoCities.
branch, for the Girl Guides branch, and they're like, "This is really good," and I was like, "Cool," and then I just yeeted out.
Failed. Wash your hands of that.
I had a lot of badges. I had the nature badge because, me and my friend, we basically joined Girl Guides because we got to get pocket money and then go spend it at the shop before walking to Girl Guides. So that's why we did it. It was all based on the fact that we got candy, and then we'd go and we'd pick out the badges that were the most aesthetically pretty and do those challenges. We even did the religious challenge where we had a prayer evening.
Oh my
And-
god, that's so
It was
good.
very
And
good.
because we wanted the one, because it had a cool candle, and candles were all happening in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah,
Hey, they're a thing again now. You look on Etsy, they're big.
Oh,
I still remember my guide leaders' names because they had
so
cool
did mine. Yeah. What were
Byron Bin
yours?
and Cool Eye.
That's cute.
We had Puggle and Blue Wren.
Ooh.
I don't remember shit
That's
about
great.
mine except obviously it wasn't very impactful upon me because the other day my mum forced my sisters and I to clean out all our childhood shit because she was like, I don't want this in my house anymore. So okay.
I'm over that point where I was nostalgic for you guys.
Yes, you've been in my house for too long. Please leave.
You're all here at once. Get it gone.
This weirded me out really bad. Actually, you've just triggered another thought. But I didn't find the Girl Guides Brigade or Girl Brigade sash or whatever it was. There was none of that there. So obviously I didn't give a shit about it when I was a kid and I didn't keep it. But I had a date recently, and we were talking about a party that I had for my 18th that happened to be on a boat, and he was like, I think I went to that. And I was like, no, you didn't. And then he was like, I don't
Oh
know.
my
I
God.
think I did. I kind of remember vomiting off the side. I was like, okay, cool guy. And then when mum was making me clean out all this shit, the first thing I picked up is a notebook. I opened it, and there's a list of people I wanted to invite to this party, and his name is the first one.
Oh my god.
What? I didn't even remember that he existed at that point.
Small fucking towns, mate. Small fucking towns. Welcome, listeners, to the Wyrd Sisters, a podcast about the blessed, the bizarre, all the things you're happier not knowing about. My name is Tay, and I am a city of marble perfection.
I am Lacey, and I am the gothic dream that invented dark tourism.
Oh, I'm excited about that. What am I? Ask not what you can do for the dead, but what the dead can do for you. Oh wait, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm really bad at this.
Laura!
Yeah, Laura.
Yay!
Yay!
For a little bit of context, it is 7 a.m. in Perth. It is 9 a.m. in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And we've got a special episode today. Yay. Just little rodent noises.
Yeah.
Lacey has been gracious enough to write the entire episode. This is
A shock and a surprise for
Lacey's.
us
Yeah.
Shut up.
all.
I can be useful sometimes.
I don't mean it like that. I more meant that we don't know what the hell's going to happen in this episode. We're
No.
excited. We haven't even read our own stories.
It's really exciting. It's Lacey's mystery. What is
Mystery
it? Fuck,
History
shit.
Hour.
Mystery history hour.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
So, they don't know what they're doing. I sent them their scripts yesterday. Laura's this morning because she couldn't find
Look,
it.
now you know I
And-
didn't read it.
Yeah, so they have no idea. So I get to go first because I want to sit back and just enjoy it, really.
Marvel in the chaos that you've created.
Marvel
Exciting.
in the chaos. So I have decided that I'm doing Cemeteries. They're my favorite, and I've picked 3 of my favorite cemeteries. 2 I've been to. 1 is a bucket list item.
I love that we're doing cemeteries because they're your favourite thing. It's a very 90s, The Craft sort of witch girl thing to love, and it's very you.
Because we are the weirdos, mister.
Yeah.
I want a pin of that, by the way.
Well, it's your birthday
Noted.
at some point.
All right. Okay. Let's go. So, to a reformed goth like myself, Highgate Cemetery is like a piece of dark Halloween chocolate, rich and deeply satisfying. Gothic crypts, foreboding mausoleums, thriving bat population, a little vampire problem, and a cemetery that was abandoned for so many years that it became dilapidated, and now its crumbling tombs have been engulfed by the surrounding woodland.
I love it.
Ooh, a picture, a word picture, a picture of the mind.
Oh yes, nothing sends the bats in my ribcage aflutter quite like Highgate, which in the Victorian era was the most fashionable and expensive place to be buried in, and it became known as the Victorian Valhalla.
Oh my god! Oh my
That's
god!
so cool.
Highgate opened in 1839 as a part of the effort to move burials out of the City of London proper, in response to overcrowding by local churchyards, because the graves got a bit shallow when the bodies started to come back.
Got nice heavy rain.
Nice heavy rain, and they all came back up. So it was one of these 7 cemeteries in response to this sort of like health crisis. And these cemeteries became known as the Magnificent Seven, which I think is fantastic. That's my favorite Western, by the way. Ooh. What are these cemeteries? I didn't write them down, but I could probably tell you. So we've got Highgate, Nunhead, Tower Hamlets, Brompton, West Norwood, Abney Park, Kensal Green. There we go.
That's 7. She just did it.
I'm so impressed that you just know that off the top of your head. Like, that's the knowledge
Lacey
that you choose to keep.
Yeah, Lacey's the best person to have a drink with at the pub because, like, she'll just start an encyclopedia worth of knowledge. Succinct, concise.
Creepy.
I get a history lesson every time. It's so good.
I love it.
I should have become a history teacher. Too bad I hate kids.
You could teach adults.
Oh, well.
You could teach adults. You don't know.
Anyway, so out of all those cemeteries, if you want to earn all of your merit badges for your Goth Girl Guide sash, I suggest you finish all of them, but and visit them. But Highgate is the crown jewel. It is the one, the only, the most beautiful one. Okay, let's go. Side note, Highgate is split into 2 sides, east and west, much like Berlin. And there is a wall, but it's underground. Oh. But that's fine.
Why? What?
Ooh.
Why is it underground?
Because there's also like a little, so it's separated by like a path, and we wall it up so that the bodies don't squish in together. And become like,
a homogenous mass.
A homogenous mass.
To rise up and destroy us all.
Exactly. Ooh. So in the East, that was opened in like the 1950s. So it's still a bit dilapidated, but the West is where the old one, where all the shit is. In the East, that's where Karl Marx is buried. He looks like Santa. It's really funny. And you can go there by yourself. You pay a fee and you go in. It's a couple of pounds. But the West, because of all of the danger, you have to go in with a tour guide.
Oh.
The danger.
The danger.
I like that. That's exciting.
Because it was closed up just after World War II. And the woods were like, I'm going to take all these graves and just fucking strangle the concrete, and just there's nothing. Things can fall on you. Some of these graves are like 20 meters. What? Not 20 meters, 20 feet underground because of all the coffins building up. So you can fall and like be in where you don't want to be.
Oh my God.
All right. So notable graves. So
yes,
there are so many people buried in Highgate and everywhere else, the other cemeteries we're looking at today. But I've given you my favorite ones. So there we go. So Thomas Sayer. His tomb has a big concrete mastiff that sleeps at the foot of his master's grave.
Oh my God. Oh my
I
God.
like that.
So it's full size too. It's a fucking huge dog. The bare knuckle prize fighter Thomas Sayers. He arguably won the first international boxing championship ever in the world against an American opponent with a broken arm. Bare knuckle fighting, no, it was real. Bare knuckle fighting was, of course, super illegal at the time. So anybody who wanted to see the match had to go outside of London.
Mm-hmm.
In the front row was actually Charles Dickens and the chief of police, who were massive boxing fans. So 10,000 people are meant to have attended his funeral, and the chief mourner was not his wife, but his mastiff, who walked behind the coffin, and the mastiff was called Lion.
Oh my god,
that's a really good name for a mastiff. I love it.
Yeah,
that's so sad.
Now on to an actual lion.
Oh, what?
Nero, a full-size lion who sleeps on top of his owner's George Roomwell's tomb. George Roomwell was a traveling showman, and Nero was his most famous attraction, of course, a lion. Roomwell started off with 2 pythons and ended up with 15 wagons full of exotic animals that would travel the country.
Oh, me. Start off with 1 snake fucking getting iguanas and shit. Yes.
But of course, this was the Victorian era and animal cruelty was happening.
Yes.
So I like to think that Nero sleeps on top of the tomb to make sure that George never comes out.
I like that too. That makes me happy.
Now, a quick side note for Tay.
Yeah.
One of the most famous people buried here is Dr. Robert Liston.
Ooh.
The pioneering Scottish surgeon who specialised in amputations, the fastest knife in the West End.
Had a 300% mortality rate for a surgery.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, I love it.
He was 6'4". So
What?
that's huge in the Victorian era.
That's a huge man.
That's a huge man. That's probably why he could, do it so quickly, because he was like a big fucking dude. Yeah, his coffin, you can actually see it. Like if you look through the things and you can see it. It's a big coffin.
That's cool. I like that.
Another cool person who's buried is Elizabeth Siddell. Anybody?
No.
There's a bell ringing.
You definitely know her. She is the mournful redhead model that is used in all the portraits for the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, wait, yes! Oh my god! Oh wait! Oh, I know her as Siddle, not okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's me not reading words properly.
No, I probably think it is Siddle, but I go with Siddell. I don't know why.
It sounds nicer than Siddle.
Because I think I think of Mortal Kombat, the chick with the ponytail.
Oh yeah.
Can you send me a photo of
Sindel.
this? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. I am uncultured and uneducated.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I think you'd know her if you saw her. She's beautiful.
So in the famous portrait, the famous portrait of Ophelia, the redhead in the water with all the rays?
Oh yes, I do.
There's
know
always
that.
a meme of a moldy Sonic the Hedgehog
That's her.
plushie
She actually
floating.
Yeah. So for that portrait, she was required to lie in a bath of water for a day, and she actually got pneumonia.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, she almost fucking
say,
died.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
because they had candles under the bath to keep her warm, and they went out and no one relit them.
Assholes.
Yeah, and she just sort of
froze.
So she ended up marrying poet and painter Dante Gabriel Rossetti, who, as we know, was a notorious player and manslut.
Oh.
So
such a whore.
After 2 years of marriage, to this guy, Rossetti arrived home to discover that his Elizabeth had accidentally, on purpose, misjudged her laudanum dosage and had fatally poisoned herself.
Oh. Bitch loves some laudanum, by the way.
She really did. I'd be totally squigging that shit if I was a Victorian housewife.
That would be your Victorian way to go.
Oh yeah. Yep. So this is so fucking goth, guys. I need to tell you this story. So she's lying in her open coffin in their house in Highgate Village, which is, back in the day, Highgate wasn't a suburb of London. It was like a village from the outside of town. Rossetti tenderly put his collection of love poems to her on her chest, and she was buried with them.
Oh.
But 7 years later, when Rossetti was a bit of a fucking drunk, and the fact that he owed everybody money, his literary agent was like, you remember all those beautiful poems you wrote to your dead wife? We should get those and publish them.
Mate, there was no Google Cloud back then.
No Google Cloud.
Look, honestly though,
so
I hope they dig her up.
Yeah.
I hope they're going to dig her up. But I just wanted to say, like, fuck, if I was married to someone and it was a fucking artist, like, look, God bless you all, but some of you, and I say this as someone who's a writer, are so self-centered. If I killed myself and then fucking dude had been playing around on me and that had contributed to my death, and then he put his shitty fucking poems in my grave with me, I'd be like, I don't want these. Take them out. Oh, how many bitches did you fucking get with these poems that you said were for me because I'm your love, and then you're like, I'm gonna send this to the brunette around the corner because she's hot.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Mhm.
So, at night time,
Oh god, they do. They dig her up.
they dig her up.
my god.
When the
It's very
casket was opened, Elizabeth was found to be perfectly preserved,
Oh, yes.
and she looked like she was just asleep. The poems were taken out, probably, I hope fucking cleaned because. Ugh.
Putrification's a thing.
No, everyone
So-
was a dirty sod back then.
So
No less him.
they published the poems. They weren't the great literary success he expected, and the whole episode, I hope, haunted him for the rest of his life.
Good. I fucking hope so. You fucking twat.
So going from that, Douglas Adams,
No.
the
Oh my God.
author of The Hitchhiker's
Oh my
Guide to the
God.
Galaxy,
Oh,
is buried in the Eastern Cemetery, so you can go visit him.
Really?
Oh, that's lovely.
So his it's just a simple headstone, because a lot of these are quite ornate. And it says Douglas Adams, the year of his birth, the year of his death, and it just says writer. That's all it
I would
says.
have thought it would have had like
And-
a quote, something about a towel.
Well, that's what people leave little blue towels.
Oh.
And also, instead of flowers, people leave pens.
Oh,
So many
that's
pens
good.
that his grave is covered in pens. Because I think he had this like quote about a biro. Or
Okay.
something.
I'm uncultured. I don't know.
I do love The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. My dad frothed those books as well, so naturally I was forced to read them and enjoyed them, but was forced to read them. There was no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So the next one is Alexander Livenchenko.
Okay.
A former Russian spy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this the guy that got poisoned?
Yep, because he raised personal allegations against the President Vladimir Putin,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly fell ill from a highly rare and toxic element. I would assume that because he was so toxic, he would have had to have like a lead-lined coffin or something like that. That's just me, shooting the shit though.
I like it.
So, in Highgate, there is a very, very famous place to be buried. It's called the Egyptian Avenue. I'm pretty sure all the tombs are filled.
Oh.
Dang.
Because the Victorian era, everybody was so fascinated with Egypt and the East and that kind of stuff.
The Orient.
Yeah.
The Orient.
England had a thing going
yes.
through and like basically culturally appropriating other things that they thought were cool.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
the
no-
West has such a fucking hard on for everything exotic.
Yeah.
Well, it was basically like when the British Museum was like, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take that one and let's have a mummy unwrapping party later, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Give
kind of like
them
pass
back,
the
by the
parcel
way.
with like a fucking body.
Let's
It was really
desecrate
funny.
some graves.
Yep. So they've basically made their own like all these like obelisks and things like that. They've got like fake hieroglyphs, like all this sort of shit. And because it was like really fashionable, it was like the most expensive place to be buried. And it's literally like a corridor either side with like Egyptian tombs.
Oh,
That's really
pretty dope.
cool.
And all the locks are upside down. I don't know why.
That is so cool.
Ooh,
I love that we don't know.
mystery.
But
I
they
like
do
that we
have
don't
a nameplate on the outside and they'll have like the occupation, like if they were, gentlemen or blah, blah. But inside them, they've been quite lively lately, is a beautiful bat colony
Oh, yay!
and also a rare giant spider.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
like that.
Shit, yeah.
That's scary.
So also bats and spiders living in harmony. How big are the spiders if the bats aren't eating them?
Maybe they are.
Oh, God.
Maybe that's why
'Cause,
the bats
like-
are there.
To protect the spiders?
To eat the spiders.
No.
There's like a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm picturing like a bird-eating spider or like one of those like old world like blue tarantulas.
No, they're not. They're like got spindly legs. They're not like chunky boys like
Oh, maybe
our
they're
like
too
mouse
small.
spider or anything like that. Yeah, they're like orb weavers.
Okay.
I think they're a part of an orb weaver family. Oh Jesus, let me have another sip.
Mate, double parked, bang bang.
The other day, I was at my
Coffee
friend's
and
house, and I was actually editing our last episode, and I was sitting there with my headphones in, and I didn't have my glasses on or my contacts in. And out the corner of my eye, something moves across the way, and I looked, and this brown thing about the size of my hand moved right in front of me, back and forth for a minute, and then right underneath a TV unit that was like directly across from me. And I was like, I can't tell what that was, if it was a mouse, if it was a fucking huntsman, so I'm just gonna leave. I just went outside.
Yeah.
I just went for a
know
walk
what?
and was like, I can edit this later.
Yeah. Ooh.
So we go from notable graves to notable ghosts.
Oh,
But the first one is sort of like the Venn diagram of a ghost and a grave. It's the Thornton Piano. It's like a full-size grand, like statue of a grand piano on top of a master pianist's grave, and it can be heard playing.
Oh my god.
That's spooky. I love it.
It
So
used to have
Victorian.
it's so Victorian. Another thing, Spring Heeled Jack.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This cemetery,
Okay,
really?
this
The
is my-
Leaping Devil.
This is my favorite urban legend. My granddad used to tell me this story every time I saw him. Like, Granddad, please tell me the story of Spring Hill Jack. And because he has a really thick Scouse accent, it would be the best fucking thing ever.
That's so good.
Oh my god. Sorry. Continue.
So he's been spotted a few times, but notably a man whose car broke down outside the cemetery. He like looked up from like doing shit with his car and saw glowing red eyes that peered at him through the graveyard gates. And the other one, a businessman, he was like just walking past Highgate, and this person with pointed ears, glowing eyes, large nose jumped, basically fucking like superhero jumped like bouncy, and then just bounced straight past him and into the cemetery.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fucked up.
I love it because it's like a comical thing
It's
in
so
my
absurd.
mind, but also
Yeah.
it's quite terrifying to imagine.
It's so absurd, isn't it? It's great. Oh.
Bouncy devils.
Yes.
Creating impossible dreams. All right. So miscellaneous ghosts. There's a ghost of a nun that's just like seen floating over the graves.
Yes, bitch.
Just, chill. There's also a cyclist that wanders the grounds and his bike squeaks.
Aw.
You've also got like
I bet he's still being a
Banshee
dickhead
whales.
and taking up the road space.
Banshee whales. Oh,
Banshee
I love a
whales.
good disembodied scream.
floating lights.
Ooh.
The ghosts of an old deranged woman who races through the graves as she searches for the children that she probably
Oh
murdered.
my god.
Why did I just picture Katya Zamolska?
Oh my god! That's what it is.
Definitely.
Do you
Yeah.
know? Do you know her newest album is called like Vampire Fitness?
Yeah. It's so good.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm very excited to
speaking
watch
of-
the latest season. I'm keen.
Oh my god, so
Yes.
good. Speaking of Katya Zamolska and vampires, by far the most famous ghost of Highgate is, of course, the vampire.
Oh my god.
Described as a 7-foot tall man with piercing hypnotic eyes who wears a long black coat and a top hat.
Oh my god, giant tall goth daddy.
Extended
Tall-
further
tall
by hat.
goth daddy. And there was all these like in the 60s and the early 70s around like Highgate. There was all these really bizarre like things that happened, like tombs kept being broken into and bodies were mutilated. Stolen corpses kept turning up in super strange places. One dude found a headless body propped up in his car.
Oh my god. Can you
Ooh, in his
imagine?
car?
And there was an attack, and there was actually a body, like a murder that happened, and the victim is still unidentified. There, she had no head.
A murder most foul.
So all this stuff ultimately led to, guys, legitimate speculation that London had required a vampire.
Where is that where people go? Because I'm like, yeah, vampires drink blood, not steal corpses. That's like a creepy human thing.
This ultimately culminated in a mob-style vampire hunt, where hundreds of citizens of London crawled over the walls of Highgate Cemetery with wooden stakes and torches to hunt the vampire.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! And this was in the, did you say the 60s, 70s?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of acid was happening back then. But
I love it.
And there was also two magicians who were fighting and were claiming that they would be the first to like stake the vampire, and they ended up insulting each other in like the papers, and we're gonna have like a magician's duel in the graveyard, but it never happened.
I love it.
But I love it. Anyway, there was lots of like dark rituals and shit like that was happening because like people were getting into Satan back then,
As you do.
As they should be.
as you should
Satanic
be.
Panic of the 70s. Yep.
Well, and people are just like, I guess the vampire's good, guys. Stop breaking into the cemetery, please. And they were like, okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
We're over it now. Whatever.
I'm also, I like to think, and I think he did say this, Neil Gaiman, I'm going to totally misquote him, but he used the graveyard of Highgate for the graveyard book.
Oh, it's a great book.
You know how the main dude who takes care of Bod is a vampire?
Oh, yeah.
Who lives in the cemetery.
Oh, I love that. That's so nice.
Yeah. And the way he describes, like, you know, the graves is it's like Highgate, you know, like they're overgrown, there's ivy, all that good shit. So fun grim facts with Lacey. Highgate Cemetery is the place of the world's biggest potted plant.
What?
Oh.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
What?
The Circle of Lebanon is a round of mausoleums that creates like a massive circle, like a massive pot, and it contains an ancient cedar of Lebanon. The tree is about 300 years old. It was actually there before the cemetery, and they were like, we're just going to leave it and then build the tombs around it, and then we'll be fine. You know, in Lebanon, like their flag is a cedar tree. Like very, very cool, like tree of life style.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So it kind of was like a giant bonsai.
That's so dope.
And do you know what, guys? I say was because after I left Highgate for the second time, so I visited it, I think I've been there 3-4 times. Last time I went with my mum in 2018. Yep. Significant decay was found in this tree.
Oh,
no.
not the tree.
And it had to be removed. Oh. Sorry, can you hear that?
Yes. Yes.
It's morning.
She's coming through.
She wants her breakfast.
Hi,
but
Maisie.
she's had it. God, she took me the other day. She was so fun. So they actually are replacing it with a new cedar of Lebanon.
Oh, okay. Same tree. Okay. That's okay.
Same tree, but this thing was massive, and from like its base to the top of the tree, and where it sits on like a high hill in Highgate, the top of the tree is the same height as St. Paul's Cathedral. It's the same like height with all of the sea level shit.
Fuck. Oh my god.
So cool.
That is cool.
Also, I blamed the dead Russian spy.
Oh, he totally poisoned all the trees.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Some of the trees there, there's one quite acidic tree that Beatrix Potter's lover, she was going to marry him and then he died.
Oh.
She tried to plant like daffodils on his grave. She tried to plant everything, but everything died because the tree made the ground so acidic. And she was like, everything I plant on his grave dies.
Oh God, my heart's breaking.
And then she went and made beautiful, beautiful stories about rabbits.
Yeah, you know Miss Tiggy Winkle. She's buried in a elementary school in Whitechapel.
Oh my God!
Wait, like a woman?
She was real.
Or a hedgehog?
No, she's a
hedgehog.
I know she's a hedgehog, but like, was she based on a real woman or was she based on a hedgehog?
No, she's based on the hedgehog that they had as a pet.
She had
really
as a pet,
cute.
right?
Cool.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God,
how to be buried at Highgate?
Yes.
Or you could just be a hedgehog and be buried at a primary school.
Put me in a box.
Around 170,000 people are buried at Highgate.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Over 37 acres. Limited plots are, of course, available because, a lot of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
So to buy a plot, it's usually in the East Cemetery because that's the newer one. You have to be over 80 or terminally ill. You have to be, dying to get a plot. You can't just, you have to be on the way out.
Fuck, okay.
You can't just be like, I have money. A single plot will cost you 40,000 AUD.
God damn.
Shit.
So the most recent person to be buried there was actually George Michael.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
There we go. So that was Highgate Cemetery.
Delightful.
I love it.
Yep. And I think it goes, Tay, you were next.
That's
Yeah, I'm next.
exciting.
Oh my god, thank
Question
you.
to you both.
And thank you for
Just interesting. Do you have a death care plan?
Ooh.
Is that like a legal
do.
thing I should have, or just like how I want to die?
Well, you do need to
and
have
be
legal
disposed
documentation
of?
that backs it up.
Okay, no, I don't.
There's a wonderful channel for it, and she talks all about it. I'm an American person, but Lacey knows who it is, and she will tell us because I've forgotten.
Ask a mortician.
That's it.
I thought it would be Ask a Mortician.
She has fantastic books about death.
I really want to read
fucking
them.
recommend them. Even if you're not like
Morbid.
a super morbid person, they're so interesting. She's even got one for kids called Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? And it's about introducing the concept of death to kids and making it not scary, making it a natural thing, which I think is amazing.
I think so too.
So if you have kids who are, curious about that shit, I think around 8 or 7, that's when you start getting really into it. Will
you
my
kind of
cat eat
Usually
my
an animal
eyeballs?
passes away at this point as well,
Yeah.
and that's when you're introduced to the
Yeah.
concept.
Oh, my friend died. We were both, I think, about 5.
Oh my goodness.
So
Oh,
I
shit.
knew for that shit straight away.
Fuck.
Mm.
But yeah, do either of you have a death care plan?
I want a big party.
Delightful.
I will haunt everyone.
Okay.
I want a big gothic tomb,
Oh yeah.
and I want the word writer to be written in my tomb.
Aww.
That's it.
Delightful.
That is nice. That's
Consider
good.
it done.
Yeah. Get those
Mhm.
death care documents out.
Yep.
Oh, I haven't thought about it.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't want to be buried
Yeah.
because I feel like it takes up too much space.
I think it
I guess
depends.
that says
I
more
have
about
a-
me as a person.
Yeah.
But
If you're in a nice little pot, we can take you places.
yeah, I kind
to
of
the
like
bar
that.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, put me on the. Yeah, I like that. I
We
don't know.
could
Just I don't want to be like. I'm gonna donate all my bits.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a given.
If
but,
anybody
like,
wants these shitty organs I have,
Yeah.
Be an
if they're
organ
better
donor,
than
by the
yours.
way. If that's how you feel, definitely sign up to be an organ donor. Cannot
Oh,
stress
I'm an
enough how
organ donor.
important
I
that
did all the
is.
stuff.
Same.
It's literally like 2
clicks.
clicks on
Medicare on
the Medicare
government
website. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So your Medicare, all your tax stuff, everything, the ATO and all that is all the same website. It literally takes you 2 minutes to click organ donor. Highly recommend.
Yep.
Give those
I
juicy
haven't
bits
thought
up.
about it.
Oh, I love thinking
So
about this
Laura,
stuff.
are you gonna be cremated so we can roll you up and smoke you like a joint? Like how
No, we're
Tupac
gonna-
all
went?
the things that have leached into my tissue over the years would fuck you up, and I would not recommend it.
Can mix her into a milk like a Nesquik, like a Milo.
I'd like that.
Look, that would be really funny, but I've been reading some things about apparently that's not very ethical to be cremated. It's actually not great.
Oh, is it?
Supposedly, I'm
Okay.
not sure.
For
I
the
need to read more
environment
about it.
style?
Yeah, and apparently, there's a lot of people who are in the industry who are like, you should not be embalmed. That's not what we want, because that's not good and it's unnecessary. But you should allow
I don't
your
want that.
bits to go back to the earth and all that sort of shit. I'd like to be a tree. I'd like one of those tree
Yeah, I
barrel
want
things.
one of those
Yeah,
pods.
that'd be kind of cool. But also, I do love the
Yeah.
idea of someone getting obsessed with eating my ashy remains.
We can make that happen for you.
Shifty
Edible
eyes.
in life, edible in death.
Oh, so nice. Make you into edibles like a big brownie. Oh, my parents listen to this podcast. I have to be proud of myself.
Hi, Mum and
Okay.
Dad.
Hi, Mum and Dad.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad.
All right.
Tay, let's go.
I'll think about my death care plan later because that's what I'm going to be thinking about all from the next till the next episode airs. Maybe I'll think about it and we'll come back to it.
Reconvene.
I've
All
put a
right.
pronunciation guide there.
I know, I saw, I've been staring at it. All right, so my segment, we're going to discover it together. You ready? Ooh. Is La Recoleta Cemetery in Argentina.
Ooh.
Yeah. So in Buenos Aires in Argentina has the deep honor of having one of the world's most beautiful cemeteries nestled amongst its bars and dance halls. Lonely Planet once said that Buenos Aires combines faded European grandeur with Latin passion.
Oh,
Sexy.
That sounds hot.
Sexy?
That sounds really sexy.
That sounds a bit hot. And the ostentatious necropolis of La Recoleta Cemetery certainly has the European grandeur, but the Latin passion for death.
That sounds
It's written in capitals.
I would love to be described as ostentatious. I would like to be the thing that people take away when they meet me. They're like, fuck, that chick's ostentatious.
I just wanted somebody to say ostentatious necropolis.
That's amazing.
I have never said ostentatious out loud before, I think.
Really?
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was 28. I don't think I've ever said it. I've
Learning
read
and
it.
growing. Learning and
Yes.
growing.
All right, here we go. Okay. La Recoleta Cemetery is 5.5 hectares wide and contains more than 6,400 graves. It's not as impressive as the last one, but still a lot of fucking graves.
Considering it's in the middle of town, yeah.
Yeah. It is the first public cemetery in Buenos Aires, but do not let the word public fool you into thinking that anyone could be buried here. Mate, it's exclusive. This is where the rich are buried. Argentina buries their bougie people here. And this is not a country where a simple and dignified gravestone will do. The cemetery is filled with elaborate marble mausoleums that were imported from France and Milan, Paris and Milan, not all of France, just the one piece of France. Big enough to fit 20 coffins per mausoleum.
Holy shit. Yep. Okay.
Giant weeping angels and saints look down upon La Recoleta and watch the dead fight to be remembered. Ooh.
I like it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Notable graves. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so much fun. We're all learning together. So I've got Ava Perron.
Mm-hmm.
Ava Perron?
Yep.
Each year, millions of Argentinians come to pay respect to their favorite first lady, Ava Perron. Despite being dead for 69 years, she still is one of the strongest features of Argentinian political history. Ava embraced her role perfectly until even getting more popular than her husband, the actual president of Argentina, Juan Domingo Perón.
I mean, fair.
When Ava died at the age of 33, oh my God, no.
Same age as Jesus. Same age as Jesus.
After suffering cancer of the uterus, no. Christ, get rid of them. Just take them all out. They're useless. She was perfectly embalmed. And her corpse was used as a political pawn by her husband, as a political pawn by the military, kidnapped, corpse-snapped?
Corpse-snapped. I don't know.
Multiple times by different parties. It traveled to Italy. It traveled to Spain. It kept on the dining room table by her husband and his new wife.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
So his new wife practiced a ritual every night to acquire the strength and energy of Ava by laying on the silver coffin of her husband's dead wife.
She would even brush and blow dry her hair.
Oh my God.
This bitch!
Yep.
Oh my God. Imagine being... Oh my God. This is lovely. Oh, this is good. God, I'm jealous, of course. In 1976, Ava Perron's body was brought back to Argentina and finally laid to rest in La Recoleta in a secure bunker.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Yes, keep that. Let that poor lady rest. Let her sleep. Jesus.
She did enough.
Yeah, she's done enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need a little bit of help here. I just read ahead a line. Okay, so the next grave, the Grudge grave. Ooh.
Very good.
Yes. One of the most amusing graves in La Recoleta has to be the mausoleum of Salvador Maria del Carril.
Yep.
And his wife, Tibercia?
No.
Yep.
Dominguez.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It features two large busts.
Busts.
Bursts? Fuck. I was okay, hang on. Rewind. Take it in.
The coffee has kicked in now.
It has. My body is going slow, but my heart is going so fast. Okay. It features two large busts, something that I don't know what that feels like, of the pair. Modelled in their likeliness, backs turned and facing away from each other. The story goes that Del Carrel was outraged by his wife's spending. He got so angry that he published a letter in major newspapers advising merchants that he'd no longer be paying for any of his wife's expenditures. Oh my God. All right. So that didn't go over well.
Oh no.
Because his wife published her own letter. This is like remember that diss track, Frankie?
Yep. That's
Like,
what this is the diss track back in
Fuck
the day.
you, you hoe. I don't want you back. No?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
lame.
okay.
I don't know.
No, it's okay. That didn't go over well, obviously. So the letter said that her husband was 1, a prick,
No shit.
2, could go fuck himself,
Oh.
and 3, a solemn vow that she would never speak to him again. Oh shit. And although they stayed together, because that's what good Catholics do, she never spoke to her husband for the remaining 20 years of his life. I love the commitment
Oh my
to
God,
the bit.
she meant it. My granddad would love that, by the way, if my nanny said that and decided to do
Beautiful. Tiburcia lived another 15 years doing hot girl shit by throwing lavish parties and having just a ball of fucking time. Before she died in 1898, she requested that her bust look away from her shitty husband. Hell yeah, girl. And there is an image here, kindly supplied by Lacey. Oh my God, she looks just so done. The bust looks so done. She's just like, she's just looking away, and I can see it in her eye. She's like, fuck, I've just, okay. Bless her. I love it. All right. So now we've got some notable ghosts. This one, oh my God, is titled The Girl Who Died Twice.
Oh.
So she died twice. Okay. Rufina Cambaceres?
Yep.
Okay. A 19-year-old socialite died suddenly in 1902 while preparing to see a show at the local theatre. 3 doctors pronounced her dead. She was taken to La Recoletta Cemetery by a horse-drawn carriage on a rainy day.
Oh no, I'm already upset.
The next morning, cemetery workers found her tomb lid ajar. Oh my God. Her family had buried Rufina with all of her jewelry, and fearing that her grave had been robbed, they ordered the casket to be opened. When her parents looked upon their daughter once more, they found her bruised and bloody. Eyes open, a gaping mouth in an eternal scream, fingernails embedded in the coffin lid. She'd been buried alive. Oh, that's one of my worst fears.
Oh, how would you
I know, that's why I chose La Recoletta for you.
Thank you. I love it. All right. Okay, so unknown to her parents and to the doctors, instead of dropping dead, she had in fact suffered a cataplexy. Okay, a comatose-like state in which which led the doctors to declare she was already dead. But word on the street, dear listeners, is that the cataplexy was a result of her mother giving her a double dose of tranquilizer. Oh my God, which her mother had reportedly given her before, so that Rufina would sleep while her mother had got double dicked down by her boyfriend, by Rufina's boyfriend.
Oh my God, what?
Double dicked down.
Double dicked
Holy
down.
shit.
Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God. Okay.
That's so saucy.
So saucy. Oh my God, this is like
Alleged,
novel.
but you know.
Oh.
No smoke without fire.
No. As her lovely mother was being consumed by the guilt of what she had done to her daughter, she commanded a life-size statue of Rufina be built to going through the mausoleum door. She'd still be trapped in limbo of her own tragic death. Rufina is said to be walking around the cemetery at night, and who could blame her? Who could blame her? Oh my God,
so
that's
at like the mausoleum, she's like halfway going through the door.
Oh, that's
a literal
so...
stuck in between. Love it.
Oh, my heart is breaking.
Poor chick.
Next one.
Okay. Sorry, we can't linger. All right, so we've got David Oleno. Oleno?
Yep,
Oleno. He was okay. David was a former gravedigger and caretaker at the cemetery and worked there for 30 years. His life ambition was to be buried at the La Recoletta Cemetery. It's lovely. I think fair. He worked there for 30 fucking years.
Yeah, you should, of all people, be allowed to rest there.
Yeah. His life's ambition, was to be buried. Even though he was working class, he saved up all he had to buy a fancy grave. And because of his loyalty to the cemetery, he was allowed. Good. In 1960, when his grave was ready, he killed himself.
Oh my God.
He's done. Hang up the keys, mate. Hang up the shovel.
I was going to say that it's not really a life ambition, is it, if it's for when you're dead? But no, it was a life ambition. He was intending to end it as soon as it was ready.
It was ready. So David's ghost has never been seen. It's only been heard. So security staff working the night shift occasionally hear the sound of keys jangling. They believe that David wanders amongst the graves, checking that everyone is still locked up in their tombs. Oh, that's lovely.
That's so cute. That's nice. But it's also kind of fucked up.
It's beautiful. Okay. The White Lady. When a 15-year-old teen named Luz Maria Garcia Veloso. Oh, what a beautiful name.
I know.
It's like music. Died of leukemia. Tragic. Her mother had Luz Maria's tomb decorated with a statue of the young girl lying dead on her bed.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's on brand. It's on theme. Okay.
Yep.
And her mother was so grief-stricken that she slept for months at the feet of the statue of her daughter. Oh my God. Okay. So despite dying so young, her ghost seems to lead a full social life and is supposedly behind one of Buenos Aires' most famous urban legends. The story goes that young men claimed that they were seduced by a pretty blonde lady dressed all in white outside La Recoleta. After a night of drinking, dancing, and romance, they said goodbye. The men would return her to home outside the gates of the cemetery, would see her disappear while walking through the tombstones. They would then realize that they had been with a ghost. And for years, young men would avoid picking up girls at that street corner. And even an Argentine actor and film director, Arturo Garcia Burr, swore that he had met her. That's cool, but she's 15, dog.
Right.
Oh, that's really cool, though, that she's just like, oh, well, I didn't get to grow up, so I'm going to just have a fucking time. It's like Claudia
I was
from...
just thinking that.
It is
Interview with the
Claudia.
Vampire.
That's exactly who it is, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Even blonde.
I love
I
it.
imagine she has ringlets like Claudia does.
Sweet doll hair. All right. Fun, grim facts. La Recoleta is known to locals as the City of the Dead, but is also known as the City of Cats. Ooh! Okay. Many tourists take pictures of cats lounging on graves and think nothing of it. But around 75 furry guardians of the cemetery live amongst and in the tombs. Every morning, before most people arrive, and every afternoon just before the cemetery closes, a group of volunteers take care of the cats. They ensure they are fed, neutered, and taken to the vet when necessary. When asked why the volunteers did this, they just said, for the love of cats. That's lovely. And I'm really glad that they've all been spayed and neutered.
Yep. Neuter your
That's
cat,
really good.
please.
Yes,
and
please.
keep them
Just
inside.
fucking spay them. All right, finally, how to be buried here.
Ooh.
Okay, take notes. Because La Recoleta's high cemetery walls, it is impossible to get a new plot. However, you can purchase a space in the current owner's mausoleum and just hang with their family for eternity.
Ooh, all right.
But the price is settled between you and the owner.
It's got to be thousands and thousands and thousands.
Oh my God. Bloody ghost landlords.
Yep, ghost landlords.
I love
At least
it.
you've got like the body corporate with like the caretaker still working and stuff, so that's good.
I love that. Oh, that's awesome. And that was La Recoleta. Thank you, Lacey.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
so that's my bucket list.
Oh, so that's where you haven't been, of
That's
course.
awesome.
That's where I have
That
been.
makes sense.
Mate, put it on the list. Let's all go.
Yes. In the same weekend, we go to Salem.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Highgate.
Yep. We'll just
Just
do
a
it
quick
all at
stop
once.
over in Argentina.
Why not? Why not? Well, that leaves me. But before that happens, Lacey, did you say you had a spooky story to tell us?
I did, but I can save it for other
No, I want to hear the
times.
story.
Spooky story interlude, please.
Okay, so I have been up visiting the parents, who are so proud that I do this.
Hey, they listen. Mine don't.
So we have this grandfather clock thing, but it hangs on the wall. It's not like a standing one. They got it for their engagement, their wedding, because they eloped. They actually brought me, unfortunately, a matching one because of this story. for my wedding. So now, fuck, do I have the curse too? I don't know. So it does like the chime every 15 minutes, and then on the hour it does the song, and then all the bongs. And then and then Mum, it's been chiming at like 8 minutes past, or not at all, or it will do the song or half the song and then not all of the like the right number of bongs for the time of day.
Oh my God.
And Mum had taken it down to this like clockwork dude and was like, this is what's happening with this clock. And he said, the mechanics inside this clock don't allow the clock to do that. Never bring me this clock again.
Oh my God.
So we've been waiting for him to forget about our clock so we can bring it back and maybe he'll fix it. I don't know. But when we were there, it was like acting up and doing all this like fucking just doing just stuff clocks shouldn't do, all that previous complaint stuff. So I was like, well, so I went to our bookcase and got out a Bible. It's purple, by the way. I think that's really cool. I just sat it in front of the clock. And ever since then, it's been working.
Oh.
Fuck, of all the things to do.
Oh, shit.
You weirdo.
Fucking Pazuzu's in the clock. Fucking
yeah,
hell.
but also, like, it's in the middle, like, it's in the entranceway. So we kind of don't want, like, the Bible to be hanging out. And our guests come in and be like, oh, this is that kind of house. So I guess the Bible will stay there for a little while. I don't know.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's my spooky
Sprinkle
story.
some holy
Oh,
water
God,
on it.
that's
Mm.
beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh, I
That's
can't
really
wait.
good.
I want to see the clock.
Yeah, show us the
Really,
clock.
so, Laura, I chose this one. I've been to this one, and I chose it because you've been learning French on Duolingo.
I have been learning French.
Pronunciation masterclass, please.
So I'm ready for the Duolingo owl to beat your ass.
It will. It's angry at me. I haven't done it in a little while.
So angry.
But I do enjoy it. It's really fun. Please add me on Duolingo if you are also learning a language on it, because it's super fun and it makes me competitive, and that's basically how I do anything in life. I need someone to beat.
Oh, guys, so I've been learning Korean on Duolingo. And pumpkin, literally, it's not pronounced, but it's spelt in English as hobag.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
I love it.
You can call me Pumpkin in Korean whenever you like. It's a true story.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
I tried to learn Dothraki on there and got so frustrated after 10 minutes I deleted the app.
Didn't even know
Because they have Dothraki on there. I don't know if they still have it on there, but at the time I was like, fuck this.
I'd like to try and learn Russian, but I think I need to stick with one language at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Russian in cursive?
Yes.
Oh, Russian, yeah.
It's
Russian
beautiful.
doctors.
Fuck
cursive.
Russian in cursive,
I
man.
love it.
Just big
I
swirlies.
love it. I've been obsessed with a particular Belarusian author who writes these really amazing like non-fiction accounts of like Soviet rule and like Chernobyl and all sorts of cool shit. The TV show Chernobyl is based on her work. It's called Svetlana Alexievich. I would definitely recommend. She's got that book Voices of Chernobyl. The show is totally based off of her information in her book. But she also has this really fucking cool book I want to read called The Unwomanly Face of War, which is like about Soviet women during World War II. It's fucking wild.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
We need to do a book episode just quietly.
Oh yeah, creepy books, haunted
should do
books. Okay, well I guess I will get on with it then.
Yay!
So, yes, this cemetery is in Paris. We are looking at Père Lachaise. There is no denying that the 44-hectare Père Lachaise Cemetery is an incredible French monument, and I would argue a shitload more. Oh wait, sorry. There's more to that sentence. I decided it ended there. And I would argue a shitload more interesting than the Eiffel Tower. Okay, well, hands thrown, whatever. Nobody can say for certain how many people are buried here, but estimates vary from 300,000 to 1 million. Okay.
1 million?
Fucking hell.
That's a big ballpark.
Oh, I'm the big boy. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bodies in me. New question. What's your body count? And
My body count? Are we comparing right now?
oh, sure, if you want to.
2.
Oh, God, I think... What were we?
Oh, not me, personally. Shit, fuck.
That was my question, but then I was like, Lacey can't answer that. She has parents that listen to this podcast. Tay, I appreciate your candor.
I was going to say 170,000 because that's what's buried in Highgate.
6,400.
There's
I
more
like how
people.
it's just after mine, like, oh, 2.
Immediately hoe phase came through. Oh, I love it. That's so cute. Okay. Shuffling right along off this modal coil, back into your box, Tay. Nobody.
Bury me alive.
Paralysis is the most visited cemetery in the world because of the sheer amount of celebrities buried here. Ooh. But when the celebrities. But when the cemetery opened in 1804, people were not interested in being buried there because no one of note was interred. Oh, it's a chicken before the egg thing. Like, you got to get someone famous there, but no one wants to be buried there. So you murder a famous person and just stick their bones in there.
Yep. Oh, shit.
So the French government came up with a marketing ploy to bury and sometimes rebury famous artists in Père Lachaise to drum up business. And it worked. Oh my god. Okay, fantastic. I'm excited. I like this. So, Paris is, of course, the city of love, and the interment of ill-fated lovers, Abellard and Heloise, in 1817, we get to know these two later, made everyone want to be in the Cemetery de la Mort. It is not uncommon for people to be buried beside several of their lovers. Okay.
Oh,
I'm looking at you, Edith Piaf. Ooh, okay. Or even to be put there by them. In 1899, former French President Philippe Ferraud died while being vigorously serviced by his mistress.
what a way to go. The best way, surely.
Yeah, that's how I want to go. That's what I want.
Vigorously serviced.
Vigorously serviced. I want to be, as Bernard Black put it. Oh no, not Bernard Black. Oh my god, I can't. Dylan Moran put it. I want something lovely to be happening to my lower half when I die while food gets shoveled into my mouth on the upper side. Laying on a sea of silk.
We just want to die like Dionysus.
Exactly. Perfect. So Lacey just wanted to leave us with that image. Okay, on with the show. Notable graves. Aww. Oh, Oscar Wilde. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I love it. Author, playwright, and flamboyant homosexual. Please put that epithet on my fucking grave. I will write a play just so I can have those words put on there. Oscar Wilde, whose last words were reportedly, "The wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do." That is so funny. Oh,
last words.
Him.
His last words.
That's amazing.
The wallpaper won.
I mean, is that
Totally
better
did.
or more weight? Which is a more iconic final phrase?
Oh, more weight.
More
fuck.
weight is so fucked
I know.
up.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Oscar Wilde is buried at Lachaise under a weird modernist Sphinx angel thing. It really is fucking weird looking. What a grave.
I know, right?
Adorned with thousands of lipstick marks and bizarre trinkets, the grave now has a glass barrier surrounding the statue because weirdos, like Lacey, come in their hundreds to make out with the headstone. I'm not making the Hannibal Lecter tongue sounds you have specifically inserted here.
I will.
Oh, that's awful.
I have made out with that grave.
Oh, that's so goth. I love you.
While Mitch just watched.
Okay. My wife is kissing a dead homosexual's grave. Okay.
It's on brand, I think.
Yeah, well, Oscar wouldn't have liked it. He would not be into it. He'd be like, women are basically arm candy and they're not good for anything else. Get away from me.
But he'd love the attention.
He would love the
He would.
attention. He definitely would.
Yeah.
Yep. Moving on to our second notable grave, Victor Noir. Ooh. So another tome that Lacey has touched inappropriately.
I think I know what this one is.
Oh my
It is,
god.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yay.
A journalist killed during a protest is decorated with a funerary statue depicting the exact position in which his body was found. Lying on his back, top hat beside him, and a very prominent bulge in his trousers. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this led to a myth that touching Noir's pantalon serpent would get you a husband within a year. Oh, and there's a photo, and that one part of his green-covered statue is rubbed bronze.
Patinaed.
Oh. Yeah, over the years, so many visitors have done so that the bulge has become nice and shiny. Also, Lacey touched it and it worked. Oh my goodness. So I'm never going to touch that grave. That's cool.
Big cackle, I'm sorry.
Actually, there is a famous photo shoot of Dita Von Teese riding Victor Noir, and it's great.
That's kind of fucked up, but also, I don't know. Okay.
It's super fucked up, but like, I don't know.
It was when she was married to Manson.
Of course, yes.
I can't blame her.
The Manson years were a weird time for everyone.
Yeah. Rose McGowan's Manson years were pretty weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Abellard and Heloise. So the story goes that the 12th century theologian Abellard was employed to instruct Heloise, niece of the Canon de Paris. Despite the strict laws of that time, both fell in love, and Heloise became pregnant with Abelard's child. Aww.
I'm sorry, girl.
They eloped, but were soon discovered by Heloise's uncle. Heloise was forced to become a nun, okay, and Abellard was forcibly castrated and took the holy orders. Oh shit, okay, fucking hell.
Oh no!
The two never saw each other again, but wrote letters to each other for the remainder of their lives. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, my heart's breaking.
The remains were moved to Père Lachaise in 1817 by Josephine Bonaparte. Why do I not know how to pronounce that? I'm so dumb. Anyway, yeah. I was like, what's wrong with me? Napoleon, come on. Who was so moved by the story of their romance that she decided that they should lay together for eternity. Aww. People traditionally live love letters at the crypt in hope of finding true love. Aww, that's nice.
See, look, I know. So you touched Victor Noir's like dick to get a husband. You leave love letters. You know, these bodies are working for their eternal rest.
Okay. Notable ghosts. Yay, I'm excited. This part looks fun and it looks long, so I'm into it.
Yes.
Yep.
Jim Morrison.
Oh shit!
So the Doors frontman Jim Morrison was found dead in a Paris bathtub on the 3rd of July 1971 of a suspected heroin overdose. A couple of weeks beforehand, he had visited the cemetery to walk among the graves. It was then he decided to be buried there. Oh, he got his wish. Good for him. Thousands of fans have come to visit his grave. A bust of floofy 70s hair to leave behind cigarettes, concert tickets, and festival bands. Aww. A colourful chewing gum covered tree stands close by, and love locks hang from the steel barriers. Can we not stick chewing gum to living things? That kind of sucks.
Yeah, please don't do that.
No, it's quite amazing.
Yeah.
This is the one time you can stick chewing gum on a tree.
Okay.
Yep.
The chewing gum wall in Seattle is pretty gross.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I saw a kid lick it.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? No.
Yeah, I like bought a piece of chewing gum from like a cafe because they had like, oh, it's like 10 cents, go stick it on the wall. And I was like, shit, yeah. And then I just look over and there's a kid just licking it. And I was like, I'm good. And I left. I was like, I don't want a photo in front of this. I don't want to go.
That's so
Kids are fucked.
There's very few things that gross me out, but for some reason, like, kids and spit. I don't know what it is. Spit's fine, but do you know the Big Daddy movie, the Adam Sandler one from like the 90s, where the kid like spits out a whole rope of a loogie and then sucks it back up? That grosses me out like nothing else. I don't know what it is about that.
I just felt bile.
Yep.
Right.
I have to stop thinking about it. Okay, moving on. In 2009, a photographer named Brett Meisner released a photo of himself standing in front of Morrison's grave with what appeared to be Morrison's ghost. Oh, it does look like it.
Oh, there's a picture. Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh.
All images will be found on wyrdsisters.com.
Oh, amazing.
Follow for our socials.
And Lacey is pasting in the Discord for you right now. So,
fucking hell, why won't it do it?
Look.
The snail lady is haunting my copy and paste.
Trying to copy and paste from Google Docs with photos for some reason is really dicky. But anyway.
It is. It's shit.
I can Google.
Just Google it, Tay.
Yeah,
just Google it.
Google Brett Meisner, Meisner, Jim Morrison.
Sorry with my clackies.
I can potentially edit this part out.
Oh my god!
Right?
You know that famous picture of him like shirtless?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Arms
comparison
out like
next to it.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah. Heroin Jesus.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
That's insane.
So apart from the photograph, you are more likely to see Jim Morrison as he wanders through the graves, and reportedly his ghost smells like cigarettes. Aww. That makes me sad because I smoke sometimes and I don't like the smell of cigarettes. I would be very upset if my eternal soul smelled of cigarettes.
Well, then stop smoking cigarettes and your ghost won't smell like
Fine.
them.
As long as I don't smell like sweat, which
I'm definitely going to smell like sweat, aren't I? Fuck. Okay, I'll take the cigarettes. And then we have...
What's that delicious musk? Oh, it's Lowe's.
This is why I'm obsessed with like fancy perfumes. Because I'm so smelly.
You're gonna smell like artificial grape Hello Kitty impulse.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's such a good smell.
Such a good smell. All the Hello Kitty smells are top notch. You cannot make me believe otherwise. I love them.
No, you're gonna smell like by the fireplace.
Oh.
You're gonna smell like that. Really good.
The best.
Yeah.
Love it so much. Anyway, Marcel Proust. Ooh, okay.
Oh, it's a good cemetery.
Oh, right. This is interesting. Okay, so the ghost story of the French novelist Marcel Proust is a sad one. When he died, Proust and his lover's last wish was to be buried next to each other. Marcel now rises from his grave each night in search of his lover, whom he can never find. Aww. Was she not buried next to him?
Heart.
He?
Oh. Okay. I didn't know Proust was gay. Interesting. Oh,
Oh,
bisexual.
oh, God. Fuck yes, Proust was gay. So
Look,
gay.
I'm uneducated. Let
the
me be.
gayest of gays, platinum card gay. So his lover is also buried in Père Lachaise, but not next to him.
Oh.
He's actually like in another section, like in his like family's plot kind of thing. So yeah,
That's so sad.
I know. The reason that they didn't want them together was because of the gayness.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah.
Okay, well now I'm sad. Moving on.
Carry on.
Russian, yeah. Oh, I like this. Russian princess Elizabeth Stroganov. One of my favorite dishes.
I love stroganoff.
Me too. I really love stroganoff.
Mom's making it on Monday.
Oh, I'm so jealous. The last time I tried to make stroganoff, every time I've tried to make it has been fraught with danger. The last time I tried to make it, I literally finished making it. I went to crack some pepper into it at the very end, and the pepper grinder broke, shattered pepper and like full corns of pepper and fucking plastic everywhere, and then the flame underneath it went fucking nuts because of all these peppercorns and plastic. So the place just stank.
Just summon a demon.
Yes, and now it's inside me, which is why my life has sucked ever since I failed to make stroganoff.
You have to appease the culinary gods.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've never tried to make it again because it's just every time has been terrible, and that was the last time. That was the last straw. So if anyone ever makes me stroganoff, I will fucking love you forever. Anyway, this stroganoff, her mausoleum is one of the biggest at Père Lachaise. She included an unusual challenge in her will. Anyone brave enough to spend 365 days and 366 nights inside her mausoleum would inherit a large sum of her money. Many have tried, but no one succeeded. People who voluntarily got locked up didn't last for long. They claimed it felt as if the life was being sucked out of them.
She needs a year's worth of life to come
my
back.
God.
It's a ruse.
Put some people in there that we don't really like that much. Just put them in there, let her have them. I want to find out if she can make me a really good stroganoff.
She was a princess. She couldn't get dressed by herself. I doubt she could cook.
Dang.
Anyway, so more detailed accounts add that the walls and the ceiling of the tomb were covered in mirrors, so that whichever way the watcher might turn, he or she would always be confronted by the spectacle of the dead princess. Love that.
This extra bitch.
Right?
I love
You
it.
cannot look away. Look at me.
Look at me.
The cemetery still receives letters from people who want to take the challenge, but no one can sleep inside a mausoleum anymore because it's prohibited. Oh, fucking ruin our fun and games then. Fuck you. Fun grim facts. When you walk around a cemetery, you will find symbols repeated on graves. These symbols usually mean something about the person's life, i.e. an hourglass to remind us of the shortness of life. A pair of clasped hands means until we meet again. Oh, I like that one. But Paralysis Cemetery, a curious dark symbol repeats itself, the bat. Most visitors don't notice them carved in stone or formed on tomb doors. Legend has it that a trail of 14 bats are hidden in the cemetery, which, when followed, supposedly puts you directly in front of the grave believed to be the original Dracula who was transported to a long time ago. What? The original Dracula,
Yep.
not Vlad.
The original Dracula. Yeah, the original
Well,
Dracula.
Vlad Tepes. Really?
Ooh.
What?
There's also the Tomb of the Dragon, which is
Oh my god.
a grave that is really, really hard to find. But they think that guy is like the dragon. Like
Oh
Dracula.
my god.
What the fuck? I can't get past this. So, like, Vlad the Impaler is supposedly buried in this cemetery.
No, not Vlad the Impaler.
Okay, all right. Because I was going to say
The original.
well, that's
Dracula.
that's the original Dracula. That's who it was based on.
Yeah, but like the Bram Stoker Dracula.
Yeah, that's who Bram Stoker.
No,
I'm
like-
confused.
oh.
Explain to me.
No. Okay.
Make it sound. I'm
So-
done. You need to keep going.
Okay, so like Vlad the Impaler was a real dude, and he loved
Impale
poke
people.
with
Yep,
shit,
he had a
right?
great time.
Yep.
20,000 people.
he had a great time. Dracula was the literary person that was invented. So it's like it's the character of Dracula.
Okay.
Oh, so that's where like okay. Yeah.
That's where Gary Oldman sleeps.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I
Yep.
understand. I got very excited because I was like, I want to talk about Vlad Tepes. Yes, please. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's so exciting.
Oh.
Yeah, but bats not normally seen in a cemetery.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Well, like, apart from Highgate, they have the
Yeah.
colony. But like the symbol of the bat. That's not normal. Normally they would do like skulls or whatever.
Naturally, because there's not enough
That's
of
really
them.
cool.
Yeah, bats have always sort of been like a dark creature. Like it's
They're
never.
so lovely. Fruit bats are fuzzy
know.
and cute. I love them.
The ones with the snubby nose that look like
I
they're
like the ones that look like
pugs.
little piggies,
Yeah.
like little French bulldogs, but small.
Yeah.
I like it. It's really sweet. Okay, well, how to be buried here? So, you have to have been born, lived, or died in Paris, and a plot will cost around 24k in Australian dollars. So, that's actually not bad. That's very affordable, and maybe why there's so many fucking people buried here. Holy shit, this place
Yep.
must be massive.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It is.
And that is Père Lachaise.
Oh, wonderful.
Yay! That was really
Thank you.
fun. I liked learning as we went. We should do more of
I
these
loved it.
occasionally. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For once, I wasn't telling you really gross, horrible things that made people cry.
Yes, I can sense a Laura with me. But she didn't do my my Hannibal Lecter noises.
No, and I will not.
Take it away, Lacey.
Actually, this is completely off topic, but I had sleep paralysis this week.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's not good.
Okay.
It really sucks. I don't get it often, but I do occasionally get it. I don't get visuals, like hallucinations. I just get the horrible, like overwhelming fear and just like being unable to move, and it fucking sucks.
Oh no, I hate it.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I'm glad that we didn't do anything super fucking gross this week, because if that's what my sleep is doing to me at the moment, I don't need to
Yeah.
imagine anything super bad.
No,
I had
you'd-
it for the first time not long ago. Like I'd never had it before, and my friend Lou told me about hers, and then I became like I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I had it.
Oh no.
Like it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think I didn't feel like I had it for very long, but potentially I did. But I remember just like knowing someone was standing in front of me, and then like feeling like I was drowning, and I could, and everything was heavy, and then I like. I don't know. I don't remember much of it. I think it just spooked me too much. But I was just like, oh, that's what that was. Like there was someone peeking out from inside my cupboard. So I closed
Oh,
that
that's
now.
horrible. Well, my dad,
Yeah.
because I told my dad briefly, like, he was like, how did you sleep? I was like, shit, this is why. And he was like, oh yeah, when I first moved into this house, I got sleep paralysis all the time. I was like, okay, so what you're telling me is this house is fucked.
Haunted. Thank you.
So I'm really glad that I'm coming home in a week. I don't want to be in
Yeah,
the
get
creepy
her out
house
of there.
anymore. I want to go back to my underground goblin cave, please.
I love your goblin cave.
Oh,
Me too.
how good's a basement bedroom, by the way? I'm very jealous.
I'm very excited to go back to it. I'm excited to go back to it in winter because over here it is still hot and it sucks.
Mate, it's like 12 degrees today here. We had very heavy rain and hail
I
last
miss that
night.
so much. I want to go to a stupid cafe that has dumb shit on the walls, and I want to be wrapped up in some overly expensive Afghan that they have draped artfully over a overstuffed chair, and I want to have a hot chocolate, and I want it to be raining outside. That's what I want.
I'm
We
a
can
nut,
make that
sounds so
happen
good.
for you.
Let's do it. Find the cafe for when it rains that we need to convene at.
Mate, lock it in.
I love it.
Delightful.
Well, that's it.
Thank you again, Lacey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My overworked, burnt out uni brain thanks you so much.
Final weeks of uni. Woo!
Oh, yes, 2 weeks and then I can expire for 2 months. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So shall I write the next one?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you have an idea for the next one?
That is completely up
No.
to you.
But I'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Well, look, we have been very erratic lately. We apologize, by the way, for being so erratic with our releases of episodes. But it's been a time. It's been a huge time for these last few weeks. Everyone's been quite crazy. But thankfully, Lacey has got us back on track, releasing as we should be. So if you want to write the next one, I would not be opposed, because then after that, we're off uni.
Yes. And we can be fucking capable adults again.
And write our own shit. But this was really fun.
Delightful.
It was nice to
This is
learn as I
excellent.
was reading it out loud and reacting.
Because this is how I read Reddit posts.
Right.
And normally there'll be someone next to me, say Tim or any of you, and I'd be like, hey, look at this! But now I can just do it in real time.
I can't wait until you can do that in person.
Yes. How exciting. Alrighty, my loves. My listeners, our little delicious, wonderful coven, we love you very much. And if you love us as much as we love you, please leave us a review. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all the socials are there, WyrdSistersPodcast.com. Your love validates us. Serotonin to the brains equals more episodes. Thank you very much.
Exactly. We love you.
Yes.
We are very pleased to have you, and we need ideas. We're running out. Help us.
Yeah, mate, if you've got an idea, chuck us a DM on Instagram, chuck us a message on Facebook, post it on the wall. We would love to hear from you, because as much as we love fucked up shit, we know that you do too. And maybe you know something that we don't. Please share.
Maybe you have things you'd like to hear us say in our sultry, dulcet tones. Okay, we're leaving. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.